Hello friends, it's Lisa and today I'm doing another movie night reward flip page. This is for week 5 of the Get Organized Challenge. If you're interested in what I'm talking about, I have a vlog a few videos back. I also have a video a few back, but not quite that far back. I think it's week 2 where I designed this layout that you can go see if you want to learn how I did that. I did that with the Cricut Design Space and then cut it out with my Cricut Maker. So if you want to see that, it's just at the very beginning of that video. But for week 5 of the Get Organized Challenge, if I do my homework and get it done, I'm supposed to get a reward. So I picked a movie night. And of course, rather than just writing that on a sticky note, I decided to craft and make a really pretty page. I think this is going to be so much fun. I plan on doing these flip pages for things beyond just this 8-week Get Organized Challenge. It's such a good way to keep yourself motivated. Even when you're not, the reward isn't something super huge or pricey. So, what I'm doing is first I'm taking out all of the insides of the letter because I don't actually need them for this project, and I want to color this with the Distress ink in Antique Linen, which is one of the colors that I'm using. So that I'm going to actually blend straight onto the little movie night ticket. I'm going to use a blending tool, and I keep my little foam pads underneath. You can see there, and it's in a little coin pouch that I've glued to the bottom. If you want to see more about that, I have a really good YouTube video on that. It is, if I can figure out how, I'll add a little link at the top. If not, I will link it at the very end if you're interested in that. But I'm just blending it on, and I'm not trying to do super perfect coloring, right? I'm happy with the kind of distressed look. I'm not going to go any further and add another color. I just want the distressed look. I'm going to put a star on top on top of the ticket, but in the bottom left-hand corner of it. And then I'll also put at the very end a glaze of glossy accents from Ranger, just to give it a little bit more dimension and add some interest. Next, we're going to color the other tag. So you see there, it's the part with the 5 tools written on top. And when it is all put together, it looks like it's another little tag popping up from behind the movie night tag. I'm coloring this first with the RV19 Copic marker. And then because I want to give some visual dimension to that, I'm going to add the RV69 marker to the bottom and blend that out with the RV19 marker. Then you can see that the 5 tools is a little hard to read. So later on, I'm going to take my white Signo ball gel pen and just draw in that 5 tools. And that you want to wait till the alcohol marker is completely dry so that it doesn't pick up any of that color. Now I'm blending in some Seedless Preserves Distress ink to the background. I was a little nervous about doing this, I'm going to be honest, but to be fair, you can always just cut out another one of these pieces of paper. And quick note, I'm using the Cricut Craft paper in white for this background board, which it's just a lot thicker. That's why I use that. And then for the movie night and the other little ticket part, I've cut that out of Neenah Solar White 80-pound cardstock that I put through my Xyron adhesive sticker maker machine. So then I'm going to take the Heather Spectrum Noir Sparkle Marker, and I'm just coloring along the edge to give it some texture, movement. I think it's fun to remember sometimes, which I don't always remember, you can actually use you can just draw on there. You don't have to stamp anything down to give some texture and some movement. Then I'm sprinkling some of that Spectrum Noir sparkle marker onto the back, as well as just dropping some big splotches so I get some more textury feeling. The craft paper does soak in a lot of that color, so you don't get quite as much white bleach looking effect. Next, I'm going to take the eggplant scribble sticks, also from Ranger, excuse me, and go over top there. So the scribble sticks are really just kind of acrylic. To me, when they dry, they seem kind of like acrylic paint, but they're pigment and bound together with just a tiny bit of wax, but they're water soluble. So it's kind of an interesting way that they work. But they look really cool, and so it was fun to add some of that. I just went over and did kind of like what I did with this sparkle marker. Although I did press the little tiny acrylic block that I was using down to make sure I got a bunch of the good juiciness. I also colored the little star that's going to go on the movie night ticket with the eggplant scribble stick. That is hard to say. There are a lot of S's coming around here right now. So I'm going to heat that, and I heat it from both the front and the back, just because I want to make sure that it lies flat. I think I might need to actually still heat it up a little bit even now, but it does lie pretty flat. I was trying to figure out what stencil to use, and I was looking at my database of all my different impressions, and I saw this one, and I thought, oh my gosh, that column along with these colors really screams old Hollywood to me. So I'm using the Ancient Coin from Prima. This is a paint, and I'm going to sponge that through. It turns out very pretty. I love this whole new system that I'm creating to craft. For me, it works so much better. I love being able to pick out the colors or pick out the stamps and stuff without going and having to look for it. I know exactly where it is. It makes the crafting so much less frustrating, and that was my big benefit of doing the whole organization thing. So it's been a painful process. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really want to do it all over again. Thankfully, I just have to add new things into the system, which is much more manageable than adding everything in originally. It's definitely doable and totally worth the effort. So if you're interested, just keep watching my channel. I'm going to have some more vlogs each week while I finish up the crafting challenge. And you'll see how I did everything, and we'll kind of go through. But it makes the planning and just the whole process go so much faster. So here we go. I'm just sticking that down. Like I said before, it has the Xyron adhesive on the back because I ran that through before I even cut it out. So all I have to do is pick the little sticker up and put it down. You'll see there I just wrote on there with the white Signo ball gel pen and stuck it down. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is stick the star down and then add that glossy accents that we talked about. Oh no, I forgot, sorry. I do draw in with the black pen around the insides of those letters, and that just helps your eye be able to see what those letters are a little bit easier or recognize them. It's not something that impedes on the rest of the design. It just helps those letters be a little bit more legible on the more busy background. So, then we're going to add the glossy accents, which takes a few minutes and then takes a little while to dry. I usually leave it overnight before I put it up on my little flip frame. Oh, it has been a hard day. So, I did go over to my house. It's looking really good. And I have my organization system from Alpha here. And my sister and I went through and started splitting everything between my 3 storage systems. So I got one for my master closet, one for my pantry, and one for my craft room. I am going to be honest, I'm most excited about my craft room, then my pantry, then my master closet. But the master closet was the most expensive, of course. I don't know why, but it is for some reason. But it'll be super awesome. That way, in my master bedroom, instead of having a dresser, my plan is to have some bookshelves and a recliner. I'm super excited about that. I love to read. So, I just picked out my blinds today, and everything was fine other than my 2 sliding glass doors, and those doubled the price. So I'm thinking about changing. Keep you in the loop on that one. So here's the finished cards. Thanks so much. Join me tomorrow for another super cute one, and then we have the last 2, and I think those might be my favorites. So thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye, guys.